शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमा ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमतिर्भक्ति वेदांता स्वामिन इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। हरे कृष्णा माता जी एंड प्रभु जी।
यस प्रभु जी। ओके
माता जी कहाँ थे हम? यहीं थे ना?
नहीं ये खत्म हो गया
21 पेज।
हाँ आप फोल्ड कर लीजिए या फ्रॉम दिस या
फ्रॉम 22
या फ्रॉम 22 बिकॉज मैंने वहाँ पे आधा पढ़ी थी या ये हो गया था आई थिंक दुःखालयम और शाश्वतम ही हो गया था तो ये भी हो गया था।
माता जी अभिषेक प्रभु ने यहाँ तक पढ़ा था।
यस और मैंने भी कुछ
फिलॉसफी तक ना?
हाँ आई थिंक साइंस कैंडेनिक
यहाँ से पढ़ा था ना?
नहीं आप डाउन करिए हाँ यहाँ साइंस में थ्रू से हाँ यहाँ से शुरू होने वाला है। यस यहाँ से
Okay, let's start. Srila Prabhupada, that's all right, but how the energy is working in the future? That science doesn't know. How is the energy diverted? How by different manipulations is energy working differently? For instance, electrical energy by different handling, it is operating the heater and it is operating the refrigerator. They are just opposite, but electrical energy is the same. Similarly, this energy, living energy, how is it being directed? Which way is it going? How is it fructifying in the next life? That they do not know, but in Bhagavad Gita, it is very simply stated. Vashamshi Jindani Yatha Vihaya. You are covered by a dress, by a shirt. When the shirt is unusable, you change it. Similarly, when this body is just like a certain coat, when it is no longer workable, we have to change it. Bob, what is we that has to change? What is constant? Srila Prabhupada, this is the inner soul. Bob, from one life to the next. Srila Prabhupada, that is the soul I. What you is speaking, you, what I is speaking. Identity, Atma or soul. Bob, my soul is different from your soul. Srila Prabhupada, yes. You are an individual soul. I am an individual soul. Bob, you have removed yourself from karmic influences. If I was to remove myself from karmic influences, would our souls be the same or different? Srila Prabhupada, the soul is of the same quality in all. You are under a certain conception of life at the present moment, and these countrymen of yours, the Krishna conscious devotee, are under a certain conception of life. But by training, they have taken to another conception of life. So the ultimate training is to not to become Krishna conscious. This is the perfection, Bob. If two people are Krishna conscious, is their soul the same? Srila Prabhupada, the soul is always the same, Bob. In each person, is it the same? Srila Prabhupada, yes, Bob, pointing to two devotees. If these two are Krishna conscious people, are their soul the same? Srila Prabhupada, the soul is the same, but always individual. Even if one is not Krishna conscious. For instance, you are a human being and I am a human being. Even if I am not a Christian, even if you are not a Hindu, still we are human beings. Similarly, soul may not be Krishna conscious, but he may be Krishna conscious. It doesn't matter. But the soul is soul. Mataji, is it enough?
Yeah, okay, Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhuji, you wanna add something?
Uh, no, Mataji. Can you add something?
Okay, fine. So here Srila Prabhupada said that soul means individual. What is the meaning of by individual? For example, what I mentioned before the class that yesterday, that everyone has different bhava for Krishna and different thing for Krishna, right? If I could think for Sakha bhava, so maybe he or he think by his Bashalya bhava or something like that. But this is the bhava difference. Everyone is individual because Krishna make him individual. He can give special service that another soul didn't can't do. For for that only Krishna make us. If he make the same, like so same thing doing, so everyone have the same bhava. For example, Krishna want Sakhya bhava, so everyone have the Sakhya bhava. All are giving him fruit, eating his from mouth. If Krishna gave him all the Gopi bhava or Madhurya bhava, all have the Madhurya bhava. But Krishna give different service to different person. I listened from Keshav Prabhuji that once Srila Prabhupada, I listened from my Siksha Guru, that Manikrishnan Prabhuji. Once he said that once a thief came to Srila Prabhupada, and he's a thief, he can't do service. So Srila Prabhupada, as we are principled that wake up at 3 a.m., do service, and say, he's a thief. So he said to Srila Prabhupada, I'm a thief before I come to ISKCON or Krishna conscious movement. So my duty was started at night. How can I sleep at 9:30 and wake up at 3 a.m.? I can't even, no Prabhuji, no Swamiji. So Srila Prabhupada say, okay, fine. Then Srila Prabhupada just took a moment. Actually, what happened when Srila Prabhupada actually sleep for 2 hours, 10 to 12. So that time what happened, in the areas there are so many dogs are there, so they continuously bark, and Srila Prabhupada has some sleeping problem also for that point. So even for from 12 to 3 or 4 he record the classes or the lectures. So Srila Prabhupada say, okay, from 9 p.m. or from 10 p.m. to night, you have to do the this seva, that no dog can bark in so that my sleep does not disturb. Because if my sleep was disturbed, I can't even recall things. That was the problem. So who can give that kind of service? Who's
Excuse me, Mataji.
yeah, yeah.
Mataji, your voice is cracking.
Is it okay now? Sorry.
Yeah, Mataji. Now it's okay. Now it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, so Srila Prabhupada was so amazing. Whose spiritual master gave the his disciple to serve as the guard to that to dog can't bark. So actually now the devotee who is a thief and that all, he is now Hare Krishna movement media's number one, and he's so senior devotee. एंड बाय द सर्विस, जब सर्विस मिलता है ना तो हम ग्रेजुअली क्या करते हैं, वो सर्विस ऐड हो जाता है. सो वो सर्विस उसके हार्ट को क्लियर कर लेता है. तो बाय दैट service makes change actually. So for that perspective, he is now so senior. He's pure Vaishnava. So so same. Krishna gave us different service. Krishna gave us with Krishna we have some other a different relationship with the another soul. So as usual, I say that a soul have no connection to each soul, right? For example, I have my husband and I don't have any actually
Mataji,
connection.
again, your voice is cracking. Again, your voice is cracking a bit.
Just a second. Okay, is it okay now?
Yes, Mataji. Now
Yeah.
it's clear.
Yeah, so that's why I saying that for example, I have my husband, but actually I don't have any connection to him. I just serve as he's Krishna Dasa, right? So for that perspective, we have to serve each other, but not like we are connected. We are only connected to Krishna, and Krishna gave us a special service to serve him. So that's the perspective. Okay, Prabhuji, you can down the PDF. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah,
Yes, Mataji.
yeah,
Uh, yes, Mataji. Uh, can you repeat, Mataji, what you were
yeah.
saying?
I
Actually, your
just
voice was echoing.
actually I have no my earphone. So yeah, you can down the PDF so that other devotee can read. Yeah.
Yes, Mataji, yes.
Spurs Prabhuji, can you read?
Yes. Spurs Prabhuji, do you want to read? Spurs Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, I can read.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Please read from Bob. Can you tell me more about this?
Uh, okay. Bob, can you tell me more about this? Srila Prabhupada. Soul as pure spirit, all souls are equal, even in an animal. Therefore, it is said, Pandita Samdarshina. Those who are actually do not see the outer covering either in a human being or in an animal. Bob, if I may ask another question on this, Srila Prabhupada, yes. Bob, I've considered the soul somewhat as a part of God. At times, I think I feel God. I'm here. You may say God is here. So, if the soul is inside me, then should I be able to feel God inside me? Not all of God, I mean, but Srila Prabhupada, part of God. Bob, but I don't feel God in me. But God may be here, separate from me. But should I be able to feel God inside me since my soul is part of God? Srila Prabhupada. Yes, God is inside also. God is everywhere. God is inside and outside also. This is to be known. Bob, how do you feel God inside you? Srila Prabhupada. Not in the beginning, but you have to know from the Shastras, by the Vedic information. For example, in the Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hrideshe Arjuna Tishtati. God is there in everyone's heart. Parmanu Chayantara Stham. God is also within every atom. So this is the first information. And then by the yogic process, you have to realize it. Bob, yogic process? Srila Prabhupada, yes. Bob, is chanting Hare Krishna such a yogic process? Srila Prabhupada, yes, it is also a yogic process. Bob, what kind of yogic process must I do to find out, to feel this information, to feel the soul inside? Srila Prabhupada, yes, there are many different yogic processes, but for this age, this process is very nice. Bob, chanting? Srila Prabhupada, yes. Bob, through this, I can feel not only God outside, but God inside. Srila Prabhupada, you'll understand everything of God, how God is inside, how God is outside, how God is working. Everything will be revealed. But this attitude of service, by this attitude of service, God will reveal Himself. You cannot understand God in your endeavor, only if God reveals Himself. For instance, when the sun is out of your sight at night, you cannot see it by your torchlight or any light. But in the morning, you can see the sun automatically without any torchlight. Similarly, you have to create a situation, you have to put yourself in a situation in which God will be revealed. It is not that by some method you can ask God, please come, I will see you. No, God is not your order carrier.
Prabhuji, it's enough, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. So here we can learn a very important thing that by our own endeavor we cannot reach to God. We cannot know Krishna by our own endeavor. We need the mercy. Today only I was hearing a lecture by Amrinder Prabhu that suppose a father is there and his son is there. So by the endeavor of son, the son cannot climb to the shoulder of father because the son is at most 1 to 2 feet and the father might be 5 to 6 feet. So he cannot do it. But if the father bows down in front of his son, if the father sits in front of his son, then the sun can easily climb. So the son can climb the shoulder of his father by his father's mercy. So similarly, we cannot do bhakti on our own. We need the mercy of our spiritual master and Krishna also. So if Krishna will be merciful on us, then he will reveal his form to us.
That's true. And we have to have our, always sadhu sangha, because without sadhu sangha, if you read all the Vedas, we read today books and all those, it is very, think that okay, you have to read one chapter a day, so I have to read, that's all. But nothing you can understand by this. But yeah, if you read this, unknowingly without sadhu sangha, you maybe go to nark also. Yes, that's the thing. Is my voice is clear or not?
Yes, Mataji, is crystal clear now.
Yeah, is my voice clear? Is my voice
Hare
clear?
Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, Mataji.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So that's the thing that Shri Prabhupada, without sadhu sangha you can't do anything. If you read that, also you have to go narka, because you will understand something. Srila Prabhupada once he has a Sanskrit editor. So his Sanskrit editor was so scholar in Sanskrit. One day he came to Srila Prabhupada and say, Srila Prabhupada gives me blessings. Srila Prabhupada say, what happened? So he said that, okay, I'm going to, to Radha Kunda to have initiation from a guru. He said that to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada say, okay, you go, I will give you blessings, you will go Narka. Because he read one of the part, because if you read in Veda, they read that they state that a spiritual must be a Rasik Guru. Okay, there is a state, but that is actually not the Rasik Guru. He read because he knows Sanskrit. He read that. So so he go to that Radha Kunda and go all the things he do. So sadhu sangha is most important thing, and we have to humble to our spiritual master, our nearby Vaishnava and Vaishnavis, so that we can seek the knowledge. And this is very important. And the soul, who is no doubtly he is so humble, but by the grace of all the things he will, because आपको वेद पढ़ के ज्ञान आता है ना, तो उसके साथ साथ आपका पहला अहंकार भी आ जाता है, ego आ जाता है. The ego is also come by the reading of Veda. So yeah, it can destroy you also. It can take you narc also. That's not means, we have to understand this actually. Okay, next step we can.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, fine. Okay, Yashashwini Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat Pranam. Mataji, you want to read?
Yeah, Mataji.
Okay.
Mataji, from where?
Prabhuji, can you show her from, I think you must please God.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, 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 yes. Mataji,
Okay,
from
Prabhu.
here. Bob, you must please God for him to reveal himself.
Okay, Prabhu. God, you must please God for him to reveal himself. Is that correct? Srila Prabhupada. Yes. Shyam Sundara. How do we know when we are pleasing God? Srila Prabhupada. When we see him, then you will understand, just as when you eat, you do not require ask anyone whether you are feeling strength or your hunger is satisfied. If you eat, you understand that you are feeling and energy. You don't need to inquire from anyone. Similarly, if you actually serve God, then you will understand. God is dictating to me. God is there. I am seeing God, a devotee, or God's representative, Srila Prabhupada, as devotee. It comes easier, Srila Prabhupada. You have to go through God's representative. Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasada, by the mystery of spiritual master, and is benedicted by the mercy of Krishna. If you please God's representative, then automatically God becomes pleased, and thus you can directly see him. An Indian gentleman. How to please God's representative, Srila Prabhupada. You have to carry out his orders that God's representative is the Guru. He asks you to do this, do that. If you do that, that is pleasing. Mataji, is it enough?
Okay, Mataji. Prabhuji, you want to add something?
Yes, Mataji. Here, pleasing Guru. Here, Prabhupada stresses on pleasing Guru, that we need to please our Guru.
Hmm.
It's very important that we don't do anything that's against the instructions of our Guru. So
Yes.
here, Bob is asking that how
Hmm.
can we see God? So Prabhupada is telling, like he's given an example, like when we eat something, we automatically start to feel satisfied. We automatically start to feel, a kind of satisfaction comes when one is not hungry. So
Yeah.
so he's telling that we don't need to ask anyone that we are feeling satisfied or not. We don't need to ask that, okay, we say, Prabhuji, am I satisfied? I have eaten itna, am I satisfied? I will know it myself only. I will know it myself. So similarly, he's telling that once we start to serve God, then we will automatically understand it that God is there and he's making ways for me. Like it happens with all of us. Like at first we don't have that much options, or you may say that much resources for bhakti. But as soon as we start our endeavor to serve Krishna, then Krishna automatically he makes the different arrangement for us to do bhakti.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, ask to non-devotees, they can feel it. Krishna will make the path actually. Krishna make the path. Yes. Okay, I
Yes,
wanna
Mataji.
ask on to something that okay, what is the I like the Srila Prabhupada. Can you just slide the question above? I didn't remember the
Yes,
question.
Mataji. Scroll it up. Uh,
Yeah,
Here.
okay. God's perspective. Just a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Bob question I want to say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. For them. How do you know? Yes. Okay. So here is the question Sham Sundar, Maharaj was saying. How do we know when we are pleasing God? Can anyone give the answer? Okay. In summary, you have to
Yes.
put this. Yeah. Okay.
Summer.
Summary. Summary. It's a summary.
Okay, okay. uh, yes, Mataji. So Prabhupada is only giving the answer. He is telling that as soon as we start to serve God,
Hmm.
as soon as the God is pleased with us, we also feel satisfaction. Like
Then, then how to know that
as soon
God
as
is pleasing? How to know?
Mataji, we will feel a kind of satisfaction when He will be pleased.
सेटिस्फेक्शन तो
As
सहज ही
I
भी फील करते हैं ना या सहज ही फील करते हैं हाँ
no, no,
हाँ
they don't feel that kind of satisfaction which we feel. If we feel satisfaction, we wish to serve him more.
हम्म
And when they feel some different kind of satisfaction. Their satisfaction is what to say, some kind of hallucination. The Aula and Baula, they would meet each other and they say, okay, we are satisfying. They are not satisfying. They are doing something else.
ओके
Uh,
फिर
that's
भी
what it is.
फिर भी और कुछ एडवांस लेवल फिर भी हम कैसे पता करें कि नहीं कृष्णा तो प्लीज हो रहे हैं इसलिए प्लीज हो रहे हैं और हमारा एडवांस भी हो रहा है हम ये कैसे पता करें
अच्छा ये हाँ तो इसके लिए फॉर दिस मोहन रूपा प्रभु जी सॉरी
हम्म
रुक्मिणी कृष्ण प्रभु जी
हम्म
he said if we want to measure our advancement
हम्म
then we must see whether we are crying or not while listening Krishna Katha or
Yes,
while chanting.
that's
Yeah.
very important. Yeah, I want to say the same thing. That if you listen Kalya Daman Leela, from actually in listening to Kalya Daman Leela, when Brajabasi listened that okay, Krishna actually behos ho gaya hai, he was senseless.
He fainted away.
They are
Yeah, yeah.
fainted away. They are even don't sense that okay, Krishna and someone also die on that place also listening. They die and Yashoda Maya and Nanda Baba, they are also senseless. Somehow yeah they have to give up. So if we enjoying okay, they see our Krishna. No. They see their Krishna, Kalyada Malayada. Oh my god. No, 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 no. कोई अगर बच्चा मान लो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, if we say that once my child, if for example I don't have any child, I for example if I say that my child was senseless and I'm going to take him as a hospital, and he was fine and he came back after 4 5 years, someone is saying me, okay, do you remember that time where your child was senseless and that major thing happened? So what I told her, don't remind that, that was a very bad time. Okay, don't remind that. What that I say, na? Or I say, okay, go tell more. What happened? How he will be dead or not? Did I say the thing? No, I'm not saying the thing. I'm saying, okay, stop that nonsense things. I'm not interested. That's I say. So if we see Krishna, we are listening his pastimes, and we are not crying. And जहाँ पे नहीं रोना चाहिए वहीं पे रो लेते, sentimental है ना, जहाँ पे नहीं रोना चाहिए वहीं, मान लो वो गोपी गीत, मान लो वो रास लीला देख रहे हैं, वो रो रहे हैं बैठ के, क्या कर सकते हैं? और
अरे
ये
वो
से कालिया का,
सेंटिमेंटल नहीं
हाँ,
उनका। यस माता दी। और
बोलो।
वो भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर बोलते हैं ना, ही हैज सेड दैट क्राइंग ऑफ सहजिया पीपल इज लाइक लेबर पेन ऑफ यू नो ऑफ अ women who is not having fetus. Labor
Yes.
pain means labor pain is a kind of pain which happens when one is pregnant, and those who are not having fetus, they cannot be pregnant. So these sajya people, they don't have any bhav, and without any bhav they just make us so ha Krishna, अरे मैंने
हाँ
कृष्णा से शादी
राधा,
कर ली,
हाँ राधा,
something like that.
वृंदावन में तो आपने देखा ही होगा, हाँ राधा करके घूमते रहते हैं।
Yes माता जी, yes.
yes,
हाँ,
that's the thing actually, I'm saying. So yes, अगर आपको सुन के लीलाएं, आपको रोना नहीं आ रहा है, आपको भाव ही प्रकार, you don't have feel anything, okay. बहुत लोग बोलते हैं ये तो वीरता का प्रदर्शन है। नहीं, वीरता का प्रदर्शन होता तो ब्रिजवासी क्यों लोटपोट होते, क्यों ब्रिजवासी सेंसलेस हो जाते? उनको क्या हमसे ज़्यादा कम नॉलेज है? तो अगर वो भाव नहीं आ रहा है, देन अगर वो मतलब वो नहीं हो रहा है कि नहीं मुझे रोना नहीं आ रहा है, मुझे गिल्ट ही फील, मतलब ऐसा फील ही नहीं हो रहा है कि हाँ कृष्णा ऐसे बेहोश हो गए, ये हो गया वो हो गया, तो हम कुछ भी नहीं, हम कुछ भी एडवांस नहीं किए हैं, हम वही स्तर में जिस स्तर में हम थे, और हमें एडवांस चाहिए, इसका मतलब
yes
ये
माता
है।
जी,
या
या माता
तो
जी,
इससे हम रिलेशन, तो इसका मतलब ये है कि आप समझ लेना कि आपका रिलेशनशिप कुछ बन चुका है कृष्ण के साथ। अगर आपका उनका पास टाइम, इफ यू लिसन हिज पास टाइम एंड यू स्टार्ट क्राइंग, व्हेन कृष्णा इज हैप्पी यू आर हैप्पी, व्हेन कृष्णा इज क्राइंग यू नो, जब हम कोई हमारा बच्चे को देखता है तो माँ क्या करते हैं, जब अपना बच्चे को थोड़ा सा भी चोट होता है ना, if his child feel little bit of sadness, the mother will feel, oh my god, what happened to my child? But if child was little bit happy, the mom was so much happy, okay, my child was happy now. So as a saying that ki Krishna, if little bit sad, the devotees was more sad, that we can't happy to Krishna. But if Krishna is very happy, then the devotees will double triple happy. That's the thing. Okay.
हाँ, yes माता जी.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, you can down the video. Sankutala Mataji, Hare Krishna. You want to read Mataji? Or something una art? आपको शांत करना है?
Hare Krishna Mataji, yes, sure. Can you please tell me that from where I have to read?
या प्रभु जी आप उन्हें दिखा दीजिए, क्योंकि वो
हाँ जी, yes माता जी, sure. Yeah माता जी, please read from here without the grace of the spiritual master.
Okay, Prabhuji. Without the grace of the spiritual master, one cannot make any advancement. If you displease him, then you are nowhere. Therefore, we worship the Guru. Mataji, can you please recite it? The shlok.
शास्त्राध्ययनत्वेन समस्तशास्त्राणाम् उक्तसर्वथा भावेतरसिद्धिः किन्तु प्रभोर्यहाप्यैव तस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणं। This is from Shikshastakam. Sorry, the word
हाँ,
Guru
गुरु वास्तव माता जी.
Astakam.
Yes
Sorry.
माता जी.
The spiritual master is to be honored as much as the Supreme Lord because of his being the most confidential servitor of the Lord. This is acknowledged by all revealed scriptures and is followed by all authorities. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master who is a bona fide representative of Lord Krishna. The Guru should be accepted as God, that is the injunction of all Shastras. Bob. The Guru should be accepted as a representative of God, Srila Prabhupada. Yes, the Guru is God's representative. The Guru is the external manifestation of Krishna. Bob, but different from the incarnations of Krishna that came, Srila Prabhupada. Yes. Bob, in what way is the external manifestation of the Guru different from the external manifestation of, let us say, Krishna or Chaitanya when they come to earth? Srila Prabhupada, the Guru is the representative of Krishna, so there are symptoms of who is a Guru. The general symptoms are described in the Vedas. Mataji, can you please recite again?
Yeah. तत् तत्पिन्वारथं स गुरुम् एव विगच्छात् समीपनिहाशते श्रोत्रियं ब्रह्मनिस्थम्.
A Guru must come in a disciplic succession and he must have heard thoroughly about the Veds from his spiritual master. Generally, a Guru's symptom is that he is a perfect devotee, that's all, and he serves Krishna by preaching his message. Bob, Lord Chaitanya, he was a different type of Guru than you are. Srila Prabhupada, no, no, Gurus can't be of different types. All Gurus are of one type. Bob, but he was. Was he also an incarnation at the same time? Srila Prabhupada, yes, he is Krishna himself, but he is representing the Guru. Bob, I see. Srila Prabhupada, yes. Bob, and then Srila Prabhupada, because Krishna was God, he demanded. Mataji, can you
सर्वधर्मपरित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज.
abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me? But people misunderstood him. Therefore, Krishna again came as a guru and taught people how to surrender to Krishna.
माताजी
Shyam Sundar doesn't.
क्या फिनिश
Okay,
करो.
Mataji. Mataji, do I have to read more?
Sorry.
Mataji, do I have to read? Do I have to continue?
Okay, then रहने दीजिए, कोई ठीक है. Okay, प्रभु जी, माता जी wanna add something onto this? प्रभु जी या माता जी कोई भी ऐड करना चाहेंगे कुछ?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
So here Prabhupada is telling that we must surrender to Krishna because Krishna was God. So he was demanding that how to surrender to Krishna, but that we must surrender to Krishna. But with time, what happened? People misunderstood him. So therefore, he came as a guru, and then he taught people how to surrender to Krishna. So that's the difference. That's only the difference because at that time people forgot when Lord Chaitanya appeared. Then people forgot that we must surrender to Krishna. Some people they were doing karma yoga, some were doing jnana yoga, some were meditating on the nirakar, some were meditating on something else. So that's why Krishna came and he taught that the main message of Bhagavad Gita is bhakti. Bhakti is the main goal of Bhagavad Gita. And nowadays what people are doing, they are saying that okay, Bhagavad Gita तो कृष्णा के अंदर से शिव जी ने बैठ के बोला था. नए नए चीज लोग कर रहे हैं.
कुछ भी
हाँ.
मतलब उन्हें कुछ भी लग रहा है, जो भी आपका इष्ट मतलब है ना, जिसको भी आप पूजते हैं, जिनको आप मानते हैं, बस उनका नाम कृष्ण के साथ जोड़ दो, बस पॉपुलर, बस हो गया, आप खत्म.
Yes. So
कुछ नहीं
that's
चाहिए.
what they're doing, and correct hai. And one person was also telling that Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita for Lord Hanuman, who was sitting on the on the rath. So
कुछ भी
why
मतलब
मतलब कोई बात सेंस नहीं बनती इस बात की.
कुछ भी
It's
बोले.
quite nonsense because Krishna has already told that in the beginning of this creation, in the beginning of this millennium, Krishna gave this knowledge to Vivaswan, and Vivaswan, and we all know that Hanumanji had knowledge from Vivaswan only. Hanumanji went
हाँ.
to sun god for
Sun God to
learning,
learn. Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
He
yeah,
is the
yeah, yeah.
disciple of Sun himself.
Yeah, so he's coming in that parampara only. So they are so foolish. The people themselves they are contradicting themselves. अपने से
Yeah.
अपने अपने आर्गुमेंट को काट रहे हैं ये लोग बैठ के.
कुछ भी कर रहे हैं, कुछ भी. ओके, प्रभु जी क्या आप थोड़ा ऊपर लेके जाएंगे जहाँ पे श्रील प्रभुपाद कुछ कह रहे हैं? या
Yes, the Guru is
जहाँ
the representative of Krishna here.
या जब स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर की बात आती है ना, वहाँ पे लेके जाएंगे. तो यहाँ पे एक बात आती है स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर की. वन श्रील प्रभुपाद व्हेन वन डिवोटी वाज चैंटिंग गायत्री, श्रील प्रभुपाद पास्ट, जस्ट टेकिंग द रूट. He didn't, just, neglected his, Srila Prabhupada, and he continued his Gayatri chanting. Srila Prabhupada wait and say, you will be fall down one day. That person listen this, he just chant beat back rakha, and he dandavat to Srila Prabhupada. So if our Guru Maharaj, for example, अगर हम गुरु महाराज के भी पूजा कर रहे हैं, उनकी यहाँ पे रखे विग्रह, और गुरु महाराज स्वयं आ जाए, तो विग्रह को छोड़ो और गुरु महाराज जी के पास जाओ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, श्रील प्रभुपाद जी के विग्रह हम सेवा करते हैं. श्रील प्रभुपाद जी के विग्रह में और श्रील प्रभुपाद जी में कोई अंतर नहीं है. अगर श्रील प्रभुपाद खुद आ जाए तो अंतर है. हम चले जाएंगे प्रभुपाद जी के पास, ना कि विग्रह की पूजा करेंगे, क्योंकि जिनके लिए पूजा करते हैं वो तो सामने ही है, राइट? सो दैट आई थिंक. प्रभु जी आप थोड़ा डाउन करेंगे? आई डोंट रिमेम्बर एनीथिंग. या ओके, सो आई हैव टू, या द गुरु डिफरेंट विद द चैत. यस, थोड़ा नीचे और थोड़ा. नहीं, आप और एक नेक्स्ट पेज में चले जाइए. यहाँ पे लिखा है ना डिसाइपल सक्सेशन. यस, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज इफ देर इज नॉट डिसाइपल सक्सेशन एंड कोई भी आके आपको कुछ भी बोल रहा है, देन यू माइट बी, आप फंस जाओगे अगर नहीं सुना है तो वही बात आती है. अगर आपने अच्छे से अपने गुरु महाराज जी को फॉलो नहीं किया, उन्हें अपना मतलब जो भी करना है उनके सरेंडर में करना है. मैंने तो अमरेंद्र प्रभु जी से सुना था कि अगर आप एकादशी कर रहे हैं तो उसका आधा फल जो है वो यही प्रार्थना करिए कि मेरे गुरु महाराज जी को दिया जाए. क्योंकि बाद में जब आपका इनिशिएशन होगा, मुझे पता है, आई थिंक किन्हीं ने भी इनिशिएशन नहीं हुआ है, तो अगर जब आपका इनिशिएशन होगा, व्हेन यू आर इनिशिएटेड, your all karma will be goes to, not Vaishnava, he is not that forfeited, but all papa he will be, kept. So that's very important for us. Prabhuji, can you go to the last line what Mataji recently read? Yes. Okay, so I want to add that one point that yes, someone say that okay, बहुत सारे संप्रदाय है, there is very much संप्रदाय that they only worship Guru, or other than that they only worship Vishnu or Krishna, only the God. But God and his devotee are same, but in the position they are not same. For example, Guru can, Krishna can make Jivatma, but can a Guru, he himself can't, all the things he can't do the सर्प, जीवात्मा को वो नहीं निकाल सकते हैं ना, वो तो वो नहीं है ना, तो वो कर सकते. पर गुरु महाराज जो गुरु होते हैं वो उनका पोजीशन दिया जाता है, वो वर्शिपेबल होते हैं आज सिमिलर टू कृष्णा, आज सिमिलर टू विष्णु, बट वो खुद जो है वो पोजीशन मतलब वो नहीं है. आप समझ सकते हैं. गॉड वाज थिंग and there is
Yes, Mataji.
Guru Maharaj. Yes, I want to say
Guru Tattva.
Guru Tattva.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. That's very important, Guru Tattva. And without your spiritual master, you can't go to Golaka. There is no entry. Actually, Guru Maharaj at the pass है ना आपके पास, तभी आप जा पाओगे गोलक. Then if you not have the pass, इसलिए सब दीक्षा लेते हैं ताकि हमारा जो पाप है, क्योंकि वो पूरे रिफॉर्म करते हैं हमें, पूरे एकदम पूरा नया कर्मा ये सब होता है, तो बहुत चीज़ें होती है दीक्षा में. Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah. Okay, so anyone want to add something onto this? Any doubts are there?
Mataji, should I stop sharing the screen?
Yeah, you can. We have to leave. this class. Anything anyone wanna add something or something wanna say? I've stopped.
No, Mataji.
Okay. Yashashwini Mataji, Sankutala Mataji, Spurs Prabhuji, anything?
No, Mataji.
Okay,
No, Mataji.
fine, fine. Okay, so so stop our class here. Thank you so much for your association and thank you for present here, and please forgive me if I do any mistake and why. Okay, thank you so much. So we are stop our class by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Please unmute yourself. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Rama Rama,
All
Hare
glories
Hare.
to Srila
Ram, Ram.
Prabhupada. All glories to Guru
Hare
Maharaj.
Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.